Oh dang, girl. Look at your garang.
I mean,
face beat of the gut.
my makeup is.
Oh damn, I think Bontle deserves like a song. DJ, beep, 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 beep. Hey yo, DJ. Shout out to the DJ. We got a DJ in the crib, yo. Quarantine radio, what up? No, we playing. It's not quarantine radio. It's not, but we hope you guys are quarantining. That's our song. It's called Something New. If you haven't checked it out, Rick Jade Something New dropped about a year ago. Thank you to everyone who's shown Rick Jade some support. A new Rick Jade project dropping very, very soon, but we're not really here to discuss that.
No.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
To our YouTube page. This is our first I almost said our first music video.
Our first post on our channel.
For sure.
Moloi is what it's titled. Obviously, you would know because you're on it. But if this is your first introduction to it, welcome. And I guess it only makes sense for us to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it to you like this. I think the point of this channel and the point of us engaging in this is because, one, it's something a lot of people have asked for the longest of time. So there has been a demand for something, a reality show, a channel, just something from the collective that is us. But we really just want to take the opportunity to, I guess, have conversations that people might have wanted to have listened into, get into our minds, get into our headspace, kind of figured out how we've done this 11-year stint.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a very long journey. It's been a beautiful journey. We were like in high school when we started, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was. Oh, we started off as friends.
Yeah. We were friends for like two years.
Yeah.
From like the time I was like 16. And then, end of matric year, you know what I mean? A young pretty lady asked me out.
Okay, wait. Let's track back.
We're checking way back.
Let's go way back. Way back to when we met. Okay, or how we met rather, and how that whole thing happened. So I find it fascinating, somewhat godly.
Yeah.
If you think of the nature of the events, what happened, some unfortunate, others to bring about a very fortunate situation. But yeah, I don't know. Let's start by...
Let me break it down. Just to give an introduction, I go by the name of Ricardo Moloi, aka Priddy Ugly, if you've never seen this brood. And this is my beautiful wife, Bontle Moloi.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And cool. So back when I was 16, actually won't mention years. I'm gonna get the years wrong if I try. Back when I was 16, I was in a relationship with another girl. Her name was Larato. Rest her soul. She passed away. And about a week and a half, 2 weeks after Larato passed away, I was watching Jiga Machiga at my grandmother's house in Soweto with my younger sister.
An episode I want. I have to make this very clear. In that episode was laryngitis and .com. I beat both.
Yeah, she fucked the deal. And that was the first time I seen her. And ironically enough, I'd heard about her from school. They were like, yo, apparently there's this like, you know, this dancer chick. Her name is Bontle Modisela. She goes to Macaulay Girls and she's like beautiful. She's an amazing dancer. And I still hadn't seen her, you know, I'd heard about her. And watching Jiga Machiga. And damn, I was like, damn, this girl's cute as fuck. She's goddamn cute. And fast forward to a few days after that, or a few weeks after that, I attended an event. Yes, so there was Masters of Rhythm. You know, back in the day we had Masters of Rhythm. It was popping. This particular one, you know.
And I say that because this guy was Crump King.
Yeah, I mean the first official like Crump King in this country. But yeah, so Masters of Rhythm was taking place, and I really, really wanted to go there because I heard that she was gonna be there. So I had a homegirl named Michelle, and she was like, "Yo, my boyfriend is gonna be performing at Masters of Rhythm. I got an extra ticket. You want to ride?" And she just moved into our neighborhood, and I was like, "Hell yeah, I'd like a ride." Her mom dropped us off, and the whole time I was there, like sitting with this girl, Michelle, like the only girl I could look at the whole entire time was this girl surrounded by like so many bros, Joe. If you guys know the repertoires back in the day, it was like niggas on niggas on niggas on niggas.
That's bros.
And there was just like this pretty girl, you know, walking in the midst of them. And I was like, yo, man, that girl's beautiful. I didn't have the heart to get her name, to get her number or to speak to her on that day. But there was like several hip-hop events that happened afterwards where I eventually was able to like meet her. But even in between that, I hustled her number.
Yes.
It was her Mixit number or whatever we had on Mixit. I don't know if it was numbers or codes or whatever.
No, it was numbers.
It was numbers.
Yeah.
So I hustled her number, and I got like a friend of mine,
You kind of
Boosie.
your Mixit name.
I
changed his
I don't
Mixit name
remember.
to Chippy, but it wasn't that though.
Yeah,
I think it was
I don't-
Rich Boy or something.
Yeah, I was probably like Rich Boy. I don't remember what I called
Mine was
myself.
fresh to death.
She
How
was
embarrassing.
fresh to death. And just backtracking a little bit. So Deleuze calls himself fresh to
Actually?
death. You know what I mean?
We need to talk about this.
And her and Deleuze they knew each other back in the day.
Because
and
I
like,
used to dance for Josie.
yeah, I mean, and he probably added her on Mixit and saw her name was Fresh to Death. And like, now the Liz calls herself Fresh to Death. Not now, but I mean, I'm just saying. Liz might not remember the story, but hey, those who know.
It's a
We know.
decade.
Yeah, man. And I had my girl, Boosie, like speaking to her on the side. Like, you know, she didn't know that I had sent Boosie to like, you know, soften her up. And it was like, for me, it wasn't like I wasn't that type of guy. I didn't approach girls. Everyone knew that. I didn't approach no girls. I was very shy when it came to females. And I just lost a partner. So the last thing I wanted to be doing was like, you know, hitting up a girl in her DMs before there were DMs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that happened, and I got her numbers, and we linked up. We'd see each other at events. We became friends. We chat over the years. A lot of chatting, and she'd had like different boyfriends, and like.
So funny, like.
And now I was the guy.
It was
usually
literally 2
calling
years.
her,
It's
and, like,
not like they were gang boyfriends.
yeah, nah, you know, we're young, you know, we're still youth, and we're, you know, so we never dated in high school.
We're still youth.
Yeah, we're still youth. We're still trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? We're still trying to figure it out.
We were. Jeez Louise. Okay, so naturally he saw me before I had met him, but I knew of him. And I was a part of the reps at the time, and myself and the girls who were part of the reps used to spaz over this. Oh, yeah! I was just like, God damn, who is this guy? Now, I didn't have any. I didn't have the courage to ever approach him. I didn't think I was genuinely confident in the idea and the notion that he was entirely out of my league. Okay, I came from a very humble home. You know, so how we dressed was quite humble. It was never cool. I didn't have the Ed Hardys of the time. I didn't have the drips. I really didn't. All I was just a girl who just so happened to be a talented dancer. And I didn't think he would like me. I thought I was dry. I thought I was too tomboyish because that was also my. No, but it really was my thing. I was very tomboyish. I didn't dress the part.
And she didn't know, like, cause I was crazy about her, you know, and I was like, oh, darn, I don't know how to let her know, you know. They were like, we're in the east. We're based in the east. They're based like in the north side of Joburg, you know. So it's like things that happened in the north, like we felt like we from the east weren't really like part of that community, and like those girls only dated guys who were like from the north or who danced for repertoire or whatever. And like she thought I came from like a very like
rich,
well-off family, and like I didn't. I was selling like Timberlands, selling some fake Air Forces at the time, you know, to like to like customers at
something
school
up.
and stuff, you know. So it's like through that I was able to hustle like Ed Hardy stuff, you know, just to make sure like when we rock up at the events, you know, the same way the niggas pulled up with their bathing ape jackets and their watch, I had to also pull up the same way, you know, because I was under the impression that that's like the stuff that she was into, you know, and I'd be so disappointed every time I went to an event and she actually wasn't there, or I never got a chance to speak to her, or you know. But fast forward to 2009. We're chatting.
Yeah, we were great friends.
Yeah.
So we were very good friends, and there was a girl that he was dating at that time, and I was friends with her. So it was like it wasn't even there was no triangle of nothing. He was just dating this girl, and I was just the friend who so happened to be friends with both of them. And then and then, but they broke up like lang gelede, say top of the year.
Yeah, top of the year.
Yeah, top of the year 2009. And then in October of 2009, there was a dude that I was dating at that time. On my birthday.
On your birthday.
On my birthday.
Ka birthday, Joe.
Ka birthday, Joe.
Come on now, how what the birthday?
Birthday.
On top of that, he gave me Bukaya Steve Harvey. Act like a lady, think like a man. Ah!
That's my guy. I never knew you, but
an Aka Joe sweater, sleeveless. Maybe some pullover.
pull over.
Pull over.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Either way, it was a jersey that was sleeveless, and that's when he got me. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, a few days later, I went away to Holland. I was there on an exchange program, but a dance exchange program. And while I was that side, we got to speak on Facebook, and then he was trying to make me jealous. Oh, I don't know, it was just really weird. Fake relationships and things, whatever. Either way, it did activate something because it did work. Because when we came back, when I came back to South Africa, came back home, I hit him up. And my favorite song at the time, do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
What was?
My favorite song at the time was there's another girl who dated another guy for a long time, and then like this guy didn't marry her or nothing. Her name is Cassie, and she had the song that was called Official Girl.
Yeah.
And I was a big Lil Wayne fan, and Lil Wayne I think was featured on the remix of one of those songs. So like I fucked with the song just on that basis.
Yeah, for me, I just fucked with it because of the messaging, but not directly translated from the song. I just wanted to become his official girl, so I used that terminology or that phrasing to say, basically, I'm tired. I like you, okay? The signal is what? How about? Okay, right. Fast forward 10 years. So I did the right thing.
Yeah.
I asked him out, and so here we are. So 2009, 25th of October. Is that what is that date?
It's an anniversary.
It is, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
We started dating on that
2025,
day.
yeah.
Okay, 2025.
2025.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's October, which is a couple of days after her birthday, after her last man dumped her.
Birthday.
In the same month, she already started a new relationship. You already know where we at. So, it's gonna feel like a pillow, guys. You know, if I walk out damper, it doesn't mean that it's over. Because look at her, 10 years later, 11 years later.
And ladies,
we're married.
go get your man.
Get your man, girl. Get your man. Know what you want.
Get your man. Not somebody else's man. I gotta make that clear. He was very single.
I was, yeah.
And so was I. And I was blocked by all that nigga's friends. I mean, it wasn't a group assignment. But anyway, so yeah, so that's been us ever since. And I mean, it was all good and well that it was great rather that our relationship started off as a friendship. I thought, or I think, and I feel still that should and is the best foundation and base, you know. What's a home without a foundation? You know, what's a home without a base? What's a home without a good structure that started from, you know, the most honest, the most truthful, the most, I think it's just really important to marry, or not even to marry, because I don't even want to put that on anybody. It should be a desire of yours if you want to be married or not. But I think it's very important for you to spend your life
with your best friend.
With your best friend, and that's what this bro is to me. I've had many friendships along the way. I've had many friends who would argue that maybe I'm flawed in a number of ways and that I may not have been the best of friend to them. But if there's any friendship that I've really been proud of myself, that I've managed to maintain, and that I've loved, that I've nurtured, that I've seen grow, that I've been a part of, obviously, has been this one. And so, yeah, you're my best friend. Like,
I knew 10 years ago that she was going to be the last girl I was with. She was going to be my wife. I said it 10 years ago, you know. But then you're still young. Your family doesn't really believe you. You're like, you're still young, you know. It is, you know what I mean? Puppy love. It's about.
Yeah.
So just like an encouragement to parents, if they're watching this, you know, or like support your youngsters. I mean, like my parents gave me 100% support. Like they let her come over to the crib, chill. I'll take her home. I'll go stay at her place, at her mom's place, and her mom welcomed welcome.
The welcome.
Yeah, her mother welcomed me with like open arms. She treated me like her son, you know. And fast forward, we're here, a married couple.
One day we'll speak on how our parents treated our relationship.
Sure. It's still to come. This is just like an introduction, and we wanted the introduction to be mainly about like just how we met. Like a lot of people wanted to know how we met, you know, and this is what this is about. It's the first video, so you guys are only just subscribing when I am known. So get more people to subscribe, invite them over. We invite you guys Moloi to find out more about us.
Yeah, and ask the questions that you've been meaning to ask. I think you can say that we are credible in the things that we say. We've been running this. No, do you run a marathon? You run a marathon. Yeah, we've been running this marathon for 10, going on 11 years now. So if anything at all, we're not going to be blowing gas out our butts. We're going to be speaking with the experience and the knowledge that we have. And also we've just transcended through different dimensions and levels in our relationship. So please go ahead and ask the questions that you want to ask from whatever perspective. Whatever clarity that you need. We're not saying that we're gurus or gods at this, so we're not saying our word is final, but we can only give you some sort of advice from a place of experience and knowledge, and really just from a place of love. And yeah, that's just what it is.
Yo guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is not the last one. This is obviously gonna, every week we'll be posting up something, and we'll be discussing whatever you guys want us to discuss. Let us know in the comment section. Send us some love. Stay safe in this time. It is a difficult time, but stay positive. Stay positive. That's number one. Like, stay positive, and like, whoa, this too shall pass, guys. Stay prayed up, and just to close it up, we're just gonna. Okay, cool.
Soon, make sure you pay for it. I'm not into games while you niggas play for it. God playing my music, I'm the one you pray to. The flow is heaven, said my biggest fan is Jesus. Bless you, the best jewels come when making chess moves. Your internet dudes, I know I interest you, but please don't ask for pictures when I'm in the restroom. It ain't cool.
Okay.